Hi lovelies, today I wanted to start off the video with talking about Arthur, the cartoon series on PBS that has been running forever because first of all, it's an awesome series. I still watch it sometimes. It's a little bit nostalgia, but it's a great show, so, you know. But I wanted to talk about it because there's this one episode in Arthur, and it's about DW gets her library card. And little spoiler alert for Arthur. When DW finally gets her library card, she's like, now I know what true power feels like. And you know, it's just so true because when you get a library card, you gain access to so many things. Not just books, but also maybe movies and music and the programs they have there. And sometimes you can get a little drunk with power. Doesn't matter what kind of power you're talking about, people can get a little bit carried away with it, and the library is no exception. I'm sure like many of you, maybe you've checked out way too many books that you can't possibly read all of them before they have to be returned. And I remember when we first started going to the library in my city, I really got carried away, and I didn't know about renewals, so I was literally just like checking out so many books and just not being able to finish every single book, and you know, and then you kind of feel bad. So I was very much like a kid in a candy store, but soon you kind of learn how much you can read and, you know, about pacing and everything, because I was just trying to read so many books that sometimes you kind of forget the whole book you just read because you were just reading it so fast. But then I found out about renewals, and it's definitely my best friend in the library because it definitely lifts some of the pressure off of books being due, because sometimes maybe you don't have time to return them, and if there are renewals left, you can just go on the library's website and just be like, renew, and you're good. You know, the library website is amazing because when I was searching through it once, I learned about holds. And I've done a video before about talking about some of the books I had on hold. And let me tell you that I went a little drunk with power with the holds because I was just like, what is this? I didn't know I could put things on hold here, because I would just go to the library in person and just kind of gamble to see if my book was in or not. And sometimes with like the new releases, it could take a long time for a book to finally get on the library's actual shelves if it's like a really popular book, maybe in a series. So I put so many things on hold, and I was getting all these notifications like, hey, a new book is ready to pick up, another book is ready to pick up, and it was crazy but awesome at the same time because they were all books I really wanted to read. And what's really awesome is that with the library branches, like maybe there's a library like a few cities over and maybe they have the only copy of a book you want to read, you can put it on hold and the library will send it to your branch, which is amazing because there have been so many books that I've wanted to read, and you know, there's only 2 available in the system, and the system's comprised of like a lot of different libraries, so you just get access to more and more things than you would have if it was just your one local library. So very easy to get carried away with this power that comes with owning a library card. And soon, like, I just put so many things on hold. I started feeling like Lucille Ball in that really funny scene with the chocolates and the conveyor belt. That was me with books, and it was great in the beginning, but it was very overwhelming afterwards. And then I felt really bad when I couldn't read the book I wanted to, because I had to send it back because maybe somebody else had put it on hold. And then I'd have to do it and re-hold it and wait again, which might take a few weeks, maybe months, depending how many people wanted it. And I would just be like, oh, I should have read it when I had the time, but I had so many books on hold. And I remember I would just go on holding sprees. I would go to my library's website and just look up as many books that I was interested in. And I don't know about you, but a lot of people have a lot of to be read books, so I just had this long list and I just was looking and looking. I was just like putting it on hold and putting it on hold and not thinking about like when they would come to me. And I definitely got overwhelmed real quick, but I definitely learned my lesson, which I guess something good came out of it. And I still go on like mini holding sprees, but definitely a lot less fewer books. And sometimes I do put books like, oh, it doesn't come out like until like 3 months, I'll be fine, but I forget in maybe the last mini holding spree that I had put like maybe 2 other books that were coming around the same time. And so it does get crazy from time to time, but I've definitely gotten a lot better at it. So the moral of this video is brought to you by Spider-Man, which is, with great power comes great responsibility, and it doesn't matter what type of power. You just have to be really responsible with it. And let me know if you ever got carried away with the library cartoon, checked out a lot of books that you know you won't be able to finish because you forget what your actual life is at that time, and how sometimes you get really busy and things come up, and sometimes you're just not in the mood at a time, you know, maybe you just want to watch TV or something. So let me know down below. Thank you for watching. Bye!